Denise Hurley. Welcome to Harmonies. This is a show that showcase musicians in the area, local area. And what we're going to do today is have a conversation with Mary and Dick Dale. They're from Boylston, Massachusetts. And find out a little bit about who they are, what their background is. I guess kind of how you have become musicians, playing out and whatever. So what I would like to ask you right now is what your background is musically, and perhaps maybe what some of your influences are.
You want to start? Dick played in a band in his youth, so.
Yeah, I started out playing trumpet in elementary school and singing in church choirs and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And started playing bass guitar in a band in high school and played throughout college. And then later, after college, when I was living down in Pennsylvania, I played in some country bands down there. And
okay.
All
right.
And I sang around the piano with my father. I think my sister and I knew every musical by heart, and my parents entertained a lot, and we would always put on a show. My father was an amazing musician, could play the piano and the saxophone, and he recorded a few albums. And my brother Danny was in a lot of bands in the Worcester scene, and I always sang. Music was a huge part of my life, and I was just too afraid to sing in public, so it took me a long time. Finally, I guess the desire to share my music became stronger than my fear, so just put myself out there, and here we are.
Okay. And some of your influences, your musical influences that you think your music kind of, where you gravitate to, what kind of music?
mine is things like Neil Young, Crosby, Stills and Nash, the tight harmonies and the acoustic guitars and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Is what I grew up loving.
Okay. Is that what you played when you were in your bands?
Well, I played a lot of that style of music, yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I guess my biggest influence as a kid was Bonnie Raitt, and she has stayed with me my whole life. I've seen her 18 times in concert. I met her once, was a big thrill.
Oh, I bet.
And Adele, Brandi Carlile, Judy Collins. A lot of, I like all music, really. So,
Sure.
but
A lot of women.
I like women.
influences.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start off with a Bonnie Raitt song, just because she was a big influence in my life, and I love her. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder and lightning was desire, this old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a highway to go. When I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. Weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, no matter how I tried. The years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear all their buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
So how did the two of you decide to start playing together? What kind of got that going?
Well, when Mary and I got married and got together, I actually hadn't played in 10 years, and she encouraged me to pick my bass up, and there was another family in town that we were good friends with who played the acoustic guitar, and so for 10 years we played every night. Every Saturday night in the living room we'd have people over, and I'd play bass, he'd play guitar, and we'd sing, and Mary would join in once in a while in the background, but we didn't really know how talented she was at the time. And
A few years ago, Dick got laid off, his company closed, and he was home, so gave us the opportunity to just start playing. And my daughter had started taking guitar lessons, and I thought, well, if she can do it, I can do it. So I picked up the guitar and slowly started singing a little bit. And one day I said to Dick, shut off all the lights and get a scotch, and I'm going to sing a song for you. And he was blown away. So I think we recorded that, or another friend gave us a Kate Wolf song, and we recorded that, and somebody heard that and asked us to start singing at their store. So we were sort of the retail singers, we called ourselves. We sang every weekend for a few years. All different stores in Northborough ended up picking us up, and I don't know, we've never really tried. It's just sort of evolved, and one thing has led to another, and now we play a lot of farmers markets and bars. And
so you're really starting to get out there
yes,
on that circuit.
Yep.
Wow, that's terrific. That's terrific.
We're going to sing a love song. It's originally by The Cure, and then Adele sort of put it into her own version, which I try to do Adele.
this is the first song Mary sang to me that night.
Yep. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am whole again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am free again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am clean again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. Ooh, I love you.
Now, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your anxiety. I mean,
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier that you were a little nervous about singing. So how is that now? I mean, are you more comfortable about being...
I'm a lot more comfortable. I think at first the music meant so much to me that it was really an exposure of myself, I guess. And so that made me really nervous to share my feelings and the songs that I chose to sing and that sort of thing. And yeah, I really couldn't do it. I break out in a sweat and lose my voice and everything. And now I don't think he can shut me up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
This is an old Canadian folk song written by Ian and Sylvia, and we heard it performed by Neil Young. Mary was watching TV late one night when she couldn't sleep and saw his concert on TV with this and woke me up and said, "You got to learn to play the acoustic guitar so we can play this together." So here we are. It's called Four Strong Winds. Think I'll go out to Alberta Weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends I can go working for. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times before. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, and if things are looking good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not too much for you to do, and those winds sure can blow cold way out there. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way.
The three of us had an experience with Big E at Massachusetts Day. I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yep.
Can you talk a little bit about that experience, how that felt for you guys to perform out there that day?
That was a big deal. We got in the car to drive down to Springfield, and I looked at my husband and I said, if you don't feel alive now, you're never going to feel alive, because that was a big deal for us.
Sure.
And to sing with Susan Catano and all the other artists. So we just did it. Yeah.
And the biggest thing I noticed was we usually play some fairly small venues, and we control the PA system and such. And being out there, just the volume of music coming back at us was so much bigger and more overwhelming that took a little getting used to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was very, very cool.
Good. Yeah, that was a great setting, great day.
Great day, beautiful weather.
Yeah, we hope to do it again.
Yeah,
know.
good,
We're working on that.
That'd be awesome.
So, so you mentioned all the different venues that you've been playing at, and do you have a favorite that you play now or coming up? I mean, is there some place you're going now?
We play a lot in Vermont. 2 of my brothers are very musical, and my brother Michael lives up in St. Johnsbury, and he's part owner of a bar up there, and we play there a few times a year. And then they have a really vibrant farmers market that we play at a few times a year, and we've had people hear us 2 miles away and walk down thinking, who's that? So it's been a very welcoming environment for us. We've played Wachusett, Neshoba Winery, Tower Hill. We sort of like the quieter venues.
Right.
The winery, Neshoba, that was a great venue for us.
Right.
They've sort of not doing quite as much
We're
anymore.
more the venues where people want to listen and not, it's just a big party venue. We're
Right.
not really geared for that.
Right. So you're looking at listening rooms.
Right.
Correct. Coffee houses
coffee
and that
houses and
sort
that.
of thing. Yep.
Okay.
This is a song that my brother Michael just sort of sent our way, saying it would be a great song for us. It's Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. Please read the letter.
Caught out running, just a little too much to hide. Maybe, baby, everything's gonna turn out fine. Please read the letter, I nailed it to your door. It's crazy how it all turned out, we needed so much more. Too late, a fool could read the signs. Maybe, baby, you'd better check between the lines. Please read the letter, I wrote it in my sleep, with help and consultation from the angels of the deep. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote. Once I stood beside a well of many words. My house was full of rings and charms and pretty birds. Please understand me, my walls came falling down. There's nothing here that's left for you, but check with lost and found. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote. One more song just before we go. Remember, baby, you gotta reap just what you sow. Please read my letter and promise me you'll keep the secrets and the memories that we cherished in the deep. Please read my letter, I nailed it to your door. It's crazy how it all turned out, we needed so much more. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote.
Where do you think you're going to be in a couple of years with this music? What are your hopes with that?
I don't know. I saw a psychic years ago, and when I sat down, she said, the first thing she said to me was, music is everything to you, and you'll have a CD someday. And I thought, I wasn't even singing in public yet, so I thought, well, that's crazy, but now, who knows, you know, that would be nice.
Just see where it goes.
Yep,
Have
just
fun
see
with
where it goes, yep.
and
Have fun with it. That's
Yeah.
important.
Mhm.
it is.
Yeah. You think you'll be going in to record sometime soon?
We'd like to at some
Yeah,
point.
absolutely.
Okay.
But,
And how about original songs? Is that something on the horizon too?
We'd like to start writing. Dick's
yeah,
written a
we've
few
dabbled
songs.
a little bit
Yep.
in it. Mostly I've written lyrics that other people have then put to music. But we have a
okay.
couple songs we've done, and
Okay.
Mostly
we'd like
about
to-
the family.
like to
Yeah, well,
get
yeah,
into it some more.
that's
Yep.
great music. Well, that sounds exciting and something to look forward to.
This is a Brandy Carlisle song that her producer didn't think it was good enough to record, so she tagged it on the end of another song. It's really a beautiful song. I think Adele covered it as well. So it's called Hiding My Heart. This is how the story went. I met someone by accident. It blew me away. It blew me away. It was in the darkest of my days. You took my sorrow and you took my pain. You buried them away. You buried them away. I wish I could lay down beside you when the day is done, and wake up to your face against the morning sun. But like everything I've ever known, you disappear one day. So I spend my whole life hiding my heart away. Drop me off at the train station, put a kiss on top of my head. You watch me away, you watch me away. Then you went home to your skyscrapers, neon lights and waiting papers that you call home, you call it home. I wish I could lay down beside you when the day is done, and wake up to your face against the morning sun. But like everything I've ever known, you disappear one day. So I spend my whole life hiding my heart away. Woke up feeling heavy-hearted, going back to where I started. The morning rain, the morning rain. Now though I wish that you were near, that same old road that brought me here is calling me home, it's calling me home. I wish I could lay down beside you when the day is done, and wake up to your face against the morning sun. But like everything I've ever known, you disappear one day. So I spend my whole life hiding my heart away. And I could spend my whole life hiding my heart away, away, yeah.
Do you have a website or information that you can put out there for folks if they're interested in contacting you once they hear
Yeah,
your
that's
music?
right.
You know, we'd be able to get in touch with you.
Yeah, it's
.com.
mariandickdale.com.
Okay,
So nice and easy.
and they can go to your website and
Yeah, fully spelled out.
okay.
And all one word.
All right. All right. Well, I want to thank the two of you for coming on the show today. It was great information about who you are and where your music is going. The music was amazing, great to listen to, and hopefully folks will take a listen. And thanks again for coming on Harmonies.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you. Please read the letter that I wrote. Please read the letter that I wrote.